we saw the other team just kind of come back and still with the least effort, it wasn't enough, but they did manage to give Solace Path just a little bit flack. But now with no hesitation back, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough.
They are, as what's his name said. Who's Oh, alrighty. Alright, and we're into round 2. Round game day 2.
So a bit of production just let us know. Zay Premier got the first game. They are already up 1 game. Zay Premier won 3-1, and we are already off to probably a good start. As Zay Premier, we've seen them before. Crow's Nest, they have Arc, Gage, and Sarb. I hope I'm really pronouncing that name right. Some of these players get really creative with their names. As we can just see, here's Deadwalker gonna try and jump around 2 players, can't find anything. So Rob is gonna meet him dead center, and it's so far just an even stalemate here in the second game.
I like Sarab. We'll go with Sarab. Unless the Twitch chat wants to let us know otherwise, I like Sarab. We'll go with that one. So yeah, Zay Premier up 1-0, as of course Kenzo pointed out. And well, the score was 3-1, so hard to say if it was, because, you know, a 3-1 win could be a defining 3-1 or it could be a squeaky 3-1. We don't quite know which one. So we're going to assume, because that would be good media, that Crow's Nest had a little doozy and they're going to tie this series up because that would be great. That would be great streaming and great content. So hopefully I'm not lying to you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was a bit close.
Crow's Nest, they almost had that goal, but just in the nick of time, Zay Premier gets that great save. Just in the nick of time. You see a lot of these teams with a lot of just close goals, and we saw that. And we saw just a lot of the times that these goals just really, they can't get that boost that they needed. And you can just see so much back and forth. 3-10, and neither team still hasn't gotten a goal on each other.
Arc's gone under the ball. He's missed it. Crow's Nest still has an opportunity here. Deadwalker's going to come up and go under control. He might try to pinch this, and this is the pinch as Gage comes flying in. Tyler's one of the last on defense, and he will make the defense, cleared up towards the center. It looks like Yoko Sarab on the ceiling, coming down, won't get the ball. Gage is right there. Is there going to be follow-up? Is he going to try and smack it right down? What's the deal? He's controlling the ball, cleared by Yoko, and it goes right back towards Cronus' side.
I thought I thought for a second, oh, wait a minute, gotta get out. Okay, I was going to say for a second that I thought that maybe Gates was trying to go for an assist because he was up on the wall. Oh my goodness, that was almost a goal. I thought for a second he was going to try to do that little double tap play from the assist, but looks like he didn't have anybody to kind of make a play. As right now 2-10, Sarab with the control off the wall, needs somebody to get there. Xavier playing very risky with this ball. I'm not sure they have anything going as Ark trying to get the shot, but a Zay Premier defender already just met him. Clock nearing 1 minute. Ark just to go up, but there's a great play from Zay Premier.
Well, we've seen Zay Premier. They are a very solid defensive team. Maybe when we get to the end of this game, I'll go back to last week's tourney and look at the scores. Or actually, maybe I could look at our nice little spreadsheet that our wonderful production crew has made for us. But lots of defense this game. Of course, you know, the Sky's blue 0-0 game. Of course, there's defense. But we're seeing a lot of attack. This isn't a stalemate. This is a punch and counter punch kind of game. Who can get out on the break faster? And why is it goes off the right post? Ark is still looking for it. If he has any teammates to back him up, he might have something here. He still has 30 boost. He can work with it. There's no boost to collect in the corner. Now there is. Will someone go to get it? It's in the middle. And the only person in the middle is Tyler. It gets pinched up. Gage on the ceiling looking in. 1 minute remaining. That's fizzling out a little bit. Ark in the corner. Ark dribbling on top of the car. Coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Out of there to the left corner. Well, depending, maybe right corner if you're in the goal, of course. Ark still flying it. There's pressure by Crow's Nest, but it feels flat. It feels flat.
It very does feel flat. But I guess you could chalk it up to both these teams just having great defenses. Almost 30 seconds left. Neither team is either budging. And it gets to the point where it's like, what can we do to at least get a score. Sorrow up in the air, looks for that double tap. No, Zay Premier equally read him like a book, almost like he is reading his inputs. Art gonna miss with the attempt. But right now, Crow's Nest, they have a second, but they're running out of time. 15 seconds up. This might go into overtime if neither team could get the shot on 10 seconds left. Off the wall to the Art. They got it. Gage with the shot on there. No, he can't get it. They gotta get it out in the time. 2, 1, 0 seconds. This game might go to overtime. Oh my lord, it's still on the air. They're trying to get a play off. Zay Premier with the epic save. Yoko with a pass over to Art. Art can't get anything with but nothing but great defense. Deadwalker with a chance. My goodness, and we're headed to overtime.
We haven't had it be that close, maybe ever.
Ever.
That is as close to a goal as you could get, and that would have won the game. What I'll say, since they didn't score, of course, and Zay Premier was able to defend. Zay Premier looks so coordinated on defense. Obviously, that's a bit unlucky as Gage is looking, won't find it. Sarab's coming in through the corner. Good defense by Zay Premier. But Zay Premier have the defense under control. They don't look like they're scrambling, right? The ball's on their side. Crow's Nest has had the possession battle, but Zay Premier looks like they're so okay with that. They probably completely fine. I'm sure they're very relieved to go to overtime after Crow's Nest almost scored. But it doesn't. This isn't a game where I'm thinking Crow's Nest has the upper hand. It looks like they're both just playing their own style. Zay Premier, who might be able to find something, won't be able to.
No.
But this is
Off
still
the double
hanging
tap.
out there. Can Tyler get there? He gets there. Is there follow-up?
No.
No, there's no follow-up.
No, there isn't. But there's a bump from Tyler. Looks like he's trying to get something. Gage without the attach. I thought something was going to happen there. No, Gage is going to cut it off. He's going to ride the wall. Going to probably follow that up in the air. No, he's going to completely miss. Tyler's going to back off. I don't know if that was a smart decision. Off the wall, looks for that double tap. We're seeing a lot of players try to go for that double tap instead of maybe trying to set something up, or maybe that is the thing. As we're a minute and 30 deep into this overtime, neither team has budged so far. Great defense from both these teams as Art pops it into the air, tries to send it over to a team. Lee with the goal, and Crow's Nest ties the series.
I'm still like, it's so hard to understand what Crow's Nest wants to do on offense. It just, that goal felt like it just almost fell into their lap. Like, it didn't feel created. Maybe this is a bit mean. It didn't feel like it was like, okay, I'm saying like a lot. This is bad English. It didn't feel that there was communication on that. Of course, you can only do what's in front of you. You take your opportunity as you can. Zay Premier did not handle the ball that game. And not handle it isn't like, oh, they're turning it over, they're making bad plays off the wall and stuff. No. They didn't have the ball. Crow's Nest had the ball for a majority of the game. I'm curious to see if it stays that way as Game 3 goes underway. Zay Premier has to show a bit more on offense. If Crow's Nest is going to take that opportunity, then Zay Premier's left a hole open. You can't complain about Crow's Nest. You can only say Zay Premier left a hole in their goal. And guess what? Top right bends. It's a great finish. It's a great finish.
Yeah, it is. And, like you said, even though it was Zay Premier didn't allow any goals, they really didn't get a chance to make any great plays. And every play that they tried to make was just equally shut down by Crow's Nest. And speaking of Crow's Nest, they have great possession with the possession off the wall. That was nearly an own goal as Tyler just gets that touch. But also a demo. Zay Premier looks to do that as Yoko tries to go over two players. You can't do that, buddy, unless you got godlike skills. But we've seen a lot of these players somehow just maneuver around three players.
Well, I think Zay Premier is trying to get a little bit more aggressive this game. With only a minute gone, hard to say. As Arc is going to not necessarily clear it, but just get it out from the box. And we need, I don't want to harp on a topic because sometimes that means we're running out of topics. But Zay Premier, they got to find something, and then Walker's going to put it in the back of the net. I need a replay because there were 4 cars over there. Let's see this.
Watch this one more time. Deadwalker. This is
sweet. Hits off
gonna go off the backboard.
Oh, it's an own goal.
Oh!
Oh, it's an own goal.
That looking on goal.
Well, you can only you take what you get and you don't get upset. That's what they teach you back in elementary school. So Dead Walker will be given the goal, and I don't know who it was, maybe Gage, that put it in the back of their own net. But long story short, Zave Premier is up 1-0.
Yeah, I can kind of see what Gage was trying to do. At least try to reset the ball and try to get it down onto the field so his team can make a play. But sometimes in Rocket League, you know, you don't do what you intend to do. And that time, Gage, really, I'm pretty sure he did not mean to put it in the back of his own net.
If I ever meet someone that intended to put it in the back of their net, then long day. Oh, Sarah! Just do it yourself, my friend! And you know what? I think someone was there to stop it. He just bulldozed right through. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Sarah comes in hot. Tyler's there. And just too much firepower in that car. That's... there was a tie. It didn't matter. A rough angle by Tyler, but Crow's Nest just tied it up.
Yeah, I mean, Sarab just pretty much bulldozed two people, says, I'm going right through you, there's nothing you can do about it, and Gage wants to get it towards the net, and Crow's Nest has the lead with 3 minutes on the clock. Arg with that touch, he gets it flying back, but Gage pops it in like he's Shaquille O'Neal and just dunks it in the net.
Well, ball don't lie, apparently, in Rocket League too, because Crow's Nest has technically scored 3 goals this game. So, don't want to don't want to bash Zave Premier, but there's been... Don't tell me they're just going to score. Is that okay?
Oh my god, I thought if Deadwalker made that play,
that would have been great, but there's no offense. This is... I think Crow's Nest, their plan... Is that...
Ooh, no.
Off the right. It's going to be off the right. There's follow-up, though! No, it's off on the defensive block. Oh, okay. Good defense. Good defense by Zave Premier. Very good defense there.
You nearly got it in towards the net. 2 close calls. You don't get that often. Very much as Art tries to meet with his teammate, looks for that pinch. It does work out a bit in their favor as Sarab's gonna miss completely. Art cuts that off. Not gonna allow any Zave Premier a chance at that ball. But Yoko says, hold up, wait a minute. Here's what I'm about to do. Fakes the pass off the crossbar, but they're gonna back out just completely. Or are they? Tyler thought he had something. No, there's a tip from Zave Premier, but it gets equally denied again by Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest really wants to win this series. Nearing 150, they gotta help hang on to this lead. All the ball, Zave Premier gotta get back there. They do just in the nick of time. Are gonna make that shot, and he does.
Crow's Nest, that's a beautiful goal right there. That's a beautiful goal. When they say this is Rocket League, that's Rocket League. That's Rocket League. A dime from the left corner from Sarab, and Arc is just in the right spot. That is the most technically sound goal we're going to see in this entire tournament. Right there.
Yeah, I can see it. As Gage, oh my goodness, Gage, no!
Right there, bro. Chill out.
Oh my goodness. Imagine if he actually pulled that off. That would be top 5 clip right there.
Then we would have probably seen the most mechanical goal of the tournament so far. Like, we can't have both in one game, Crow's Nest. We have to let the rest of the competition get their shot. Oh my goodness. This is the Crow's Nest show, though. This is... I'm the gas, there's no gas for Zave Premier. The game's gone. It's just, unless something changes within this minute 10, loser's bracket is calling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the thing with Zave Esports is that for some strange reason, anytime we do feature them and talk about them, they seem to just head in towards the loser's bracket and just somehow dominate there. I don't know what's going on with the lower bracket and them. Maybe they like it as Tyler scores.
Ooh, that's a good finish.
I pretty much agree. Dead Walker, he gets credit with the assist. Tyler comes out from the left side, gets it in towards that top right corner. And now down go with 49 seconds left. It's really not down and out for Zave Premier. They have to pull off something. Try to get that kickoff, but in the nick of time, Tyler's going to fly through the air. No, he misses. Gage! Oh, Gage just gets it with that touch.
He had the boost. If Gage didn't have any boost, that would have been a crazy goal. But 35 seconds left. With that goal, there is a shot. With that, unless Sarab's just going to score right here and put it to bed. No. This is your counterattack. This is your you get past Arc. Gage is going to be there. You still have numbers. You have to look for a goal here. There's 20 seconds left. If you have to play another counterattack, you're not going to have the time. You have to find one right now for Zave Premier, but it's looking very bleak. Stuck in that corner, you have all 6 cars hanging around. As the bus parked, it looks like...
No! Oh, no!
Oh, hit the crossbar, it's flying out.
It's not over yet.
They've parked the bus. There's 3 people in the net. They're not going to be able to score. We're running out to 2 seconds. 1 second. It's hit the floor. Crow's Nest is moving to the next round.
Oh man, that was so close for Zave Premier. That shot almost made an in, but Gage did not let it happen. That was twice that Zave Premier almost tied it up. The first time they had something going, but it was just not there in the nick of time. And then the second, during the final 10 seconds, they had something, but it was just too off that crossbar, a little too high.
And too little, too late. When your best opportunity of the game is coming with a minute left, that's not good.
Yeah.
Anyone will tell you that, any sport. When your best opportunity comes with a minute left, it's tough. Crow's Nest, I think, not to say Zave Premier played badly. We saw they could play good defense. They can collect themselves on defense, but they have to take this opportunity in the losers bracket. They won game 1. They could be game 1 Andes, and that's perfect for the losers bracket. You only play 1 game. So Crow's Nest had the better series. They will move on to the next round. And we will be, unless you have something to say, Kenzo?
No.
Beautiful. We will be on to the next round. Stick around. Me and Kenzo are not going anywhere, but we are giving you a short break for round 2. Congratulations, Crow's Nest. Welcome to second round. Zave Premier, you're still in it in the losers bracket. This is Nameless Esports. We'll be back.
Looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants. Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All 3 players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now, will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness, another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
It just feels like the pressure is different, even when the ball, even though...
Touch will be Nightya there to collect. Polar puts it towards net. Magic has to make a good touch. It's going to be off the back wall. Magic, the double tap in order to clear this out. Great job from him. Sith tries to put it past Nightya. Will not be able to find it. Velocity's up, so Woofy's there first, though. And now Magic up as well. That's going to be everyone pushed forward for the side of Zave Esports. It's going to be a tricky defense. Nightya's got the flip reset. Just to like to play it forward. Get past everyone. Nightya, the mind games pay off. They thought he'd flip reset it over, so Woofy jumps, Magic jumps, Nightya just drops down. Easy tap in, says thank you for that one.
Not to Stellar. Vi gets it out of the way. Vi's going to bring up the wall. He's going to look towards the middle. He has Breezy in the middle. He's going to get it to him. 3 back. Hey, whoa! Div! Are we stat padding? He just bumped his own teammate.
That was actually a beautiful read. That's actually a really tough call to cut across your would
to, mitigate their losses, but and try not to lose this game 1 by more than 1 goal. And what is this play coming up from Nameless Esports? Are you kidding me? It looks like it was maybe a double commit. I don't want to, talk down on these guys' team play, but look at that. What?
Shrinks back into their box and wait as Risky comes off the ceiling, gets a reset beautifully, puts it top ends. Again, the story completely flips for ADSF. They looked a little bit impotent in the first game, and they show that that is not their character.
A pinch out from Roxer, almost spelling danger for ADSF, but now it's Ness looking for the flip reset over 1, gets the double tap! Are you kidding me? That is the response that we are looking for. Ness says, I'm going to do it all myself, flip reset over 2, and then the double tap. Oh!
Here, I mean, they're playing 2 on top of each other. They're too flustered. The anger and the, I guess, pressure is getting to them incredibly well here.
Oh my
goodness!
What a shot!
Yes, he is showing the pressure, and that is a backboard touch. I honestly thought he was on the wrong team and scored in his own.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4 for disaster. Oh,
Pretty much as Talisca goes another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the 8th.
L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh, no, they have 2 seconds left as
No, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his has Reeker waiting for it. Goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sif's now going to struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sif as he freezes the ball in net, or excuse me, in the middle of the air, and gets a tremendous reset. And Reeker was ready the whole time.
Yeah, you have to. And that was a great analogy, as you can just see as oh my goodness, Monk already shut me up.
What a reset.
The Castapers can't happen to be a gang, can it? As Monk, he hits that reset, fakes out. Yeah, they are. They almost had something. Rotating up had something on, but just equally denies. Bug gets a shot. That boy towards the net, and Fast
Where
is going
does
to
that
tie
come
it
from?
up.
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
He's
but
on the ceiling. The ceiling reset. He knows to hold it the whole time. He's...
Looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous gold there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants, and Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All three players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now.
We are back. We're back. After that wonderful 2 games that we caught, again, between Crow's Nest and Zay Premier, which is a wonderful 3-game series to start the day. Is always good. Always good. Now, we have Zave Esports going against Banag. And we've got it 100% right this time that it's Banag. Last week was like, okay, maybe we got it. The first week we didn't. We got it wrong completely.
Oh yeah, we
heard
completely
from
wrong.
them. So
yeah,
this week we got it.
Yeah. So if any Banag players are watching, we got your name right. Don't
Thank you for helping us. We got it.
Yes. Always help us out. We're still growing. Speaking of these 2 teams, Zave Esports has by far been exactly what we expected usually. Zave Esports, they're no strangers, honestly. But the story with them is that they've competed multiple times in this tournament and have never come up, except for, during our Halloween week where they managed to break the curse, as I guess I kind of coined that term for them. They broke their curse and they finally won. Then last week they were unfortunate to not get that done. Meanwhile, Banag, usually it's a 50-50 if they're gonna move on or not.
So I'm looking at our fantastic tournament dashboard, and I'll say this: there's a 100. You didn't hear it from me. You heard it from the dashboard. % chance Zave Esports will win this one. They've gotten second place, first place, and third place. Banag, who is not bad, they've played actually I think, 7th place out of all these teams is really good, and still 13th means you were better than 50% of the people who joined. However, Zave Esports has played in a lot more games. They've played in 33 total sets compared to Banag's 8. They've won 26 total sets compared to 4 for Banag. I mean, 4 for 8 isn't a bad probability, though. They've played 63 games compared to the 13 Banag has played. They've won 41 of those. Banag has won 7, which I think is actually a better probability. But, hey, don't take it from me. Take it from the dashboard. That's all I'll say as we are on to game 1.
Yeah. And again, like you said, Zave Esports, they do have the higher skill and a higher preference because of Zave Esports. A lot of times they've been in this scenario, always top 3. So usually they're no stranger to playing at a consistent level. But I'm not gonna count out Banang here because you very much know that it could always just be an upset. This is a lot of the time we've seen upsets before in this series.
And Zave Esports are known losers bracket Lewises. Every single time they've come in second or first place, it's been out of the losers bracket. And of course, their third place is from the grand finals of the losers bracket. So we'll see. Maybe Zave Esports can come in through the winners bracket this time. Maybe Banag is a good opponent for them. Banag not as experienced, of course, we were saying. But you can't, like you said, you cannot. Okay, that's off the crossbar.
Ooh.
You can't count Banag out. This team. We're gonna, now that we get to see them for the third time, we'll start to learn a little bit more. Okay, what level are these guys on? Zave Reeker is locked in, so we're gonna have to see how locked in they are against Zave Esports as a team. Because Zave Esports will make you play as a team. They will not have these one-on-one fiascos. They will make you play as a team and make you think awfully hard.
Yeah, and they usually make teams punish for their mistakes. You leave a guy open, you leave one or two chances, they will absolutely take it. As right now, it looks to be Zape Esports on the defensive side, as Benag is obviously playing very good defense, not very good defense, and there's Reeker locked in as always. He said it best, he's locked in, and he scores the opening goal.
I mean, I'm not going to say this is unexpected, but a nice strong start for Zave Esports getting that goal in front. Now, we've talked about it in the past couple weeks, especially when you're talking about the great teams playing as other great teams. The best teams force their play style onto the opposing team. Don't tell me he's just going to score again.
He did it again!
2 shots, 2 goals, both from Reeker. Ooh, he's locked in, yo. He is locked. Okay.
He's locked in. He wants to do it again. He wants to be the redemption story. Be like, hey, look, we came 3rd place. We were close, but we want another one. We want to be a 2-time champs.
And going back, Zave Esports so good in the counterattack. If Benag commits too much, which, especially when you're down 2-0, it's really hard to have a play style where you don't overcommit. Oh, Benag's gonna get one back. Zave Esports almost got back to that one. Let's see, who could it have been? Lavar with a great finish. Let's see, Lavar gets it over.
That was Reeker.
Was it Reeker?
Yeah, it was Reeker. Ooh. I saw Reeker. He tried to get that last-second save in, but it did not work out in his favor. It almost looked like he tried to get that save, but he was like, it's awkward. In those cases, when you have that awkward goal, the best option is you either go for it and risk making a save, or sometimes you just have to let it go.
Of course, at this level, you're gonna go for the save. But yeah. Benag, a good answer. There's a different word I was looking for, but a quick answer. You have 2 minutes to play with now. You can 100% score a goal in 2 minutes. As Dr. Duck is going to look for the goal. He's going to just score it right now. He doesn't need the 2 minutes. It's 2-2 with 2 minutes left. Dr. Duck puts it in. Well, they had plenty of time to get the second goal. I didn't need to tell them that.
Yeah.
And, another close save, though. It's another one. Zave Esports is just a second late on defense. A second late. They're right there, but not quite on time.
Yeah, they're just so close to getting that save. About a hairpin late, a nanosecond late. I thought that was gonna be a shot, but Dr. Duck, no relation to Daffy Duck, gets that save in the nick of time. Benag proving that they are not the slackers that they are. That someone, not me including, that they are proven to be.
Let's see how quick Zave Esports can make a statement. You gave up the 2 goals. You live with it. It's back to 0-0. You know you can score. You know you can defend. You've been a second late. You just want that one opportunity as it hits off the crossbar. There's your opportunity. Reeker's still there. It's going to jump right up and towards the center. So Wolfie's going to be the first person to it. Duck, the last guy in defense, it looks like. Dr. Duck will... Oh, that's great. Controlled by Dr. Duck right there as he pinches it straight to the Zave Esports side of the field. There is an opportunity. Lavar, there's not going to be a counter. Cap running back. Will he be able to control it away from Zave Esports with 1 remaining? Well, I'll tell you what. This is exactly what we're looking for. Under a minute, tie game. Both teams, I'm not going to say either one in control. Both teams probably 50-50 on possession. As Reeker's going to look in. Is there anyone back? I don't know if someone's back. They're back, but can they split?
He just missed
Reeker's looking for it. He's got it. It's the crossbar. It's coming.
No! Oh, my God,
no! Crossbar again. So Wolfie, another shot. It's over the crossbar. The crossbar is Manuel Neuer in his prime. It's Devin DeHay. He can save the Titanic. They've saved Benag Esports, and they are still hanging in with 20 seconds left to go.
I thought That crossbar, someone must be Cody Parkey on that team that missed they hit the bar again for the third straight time. Zafe Esports can't get anything going. 10 seconds left. Rika's gonna pop it up in the air, looks for a teammate. There's Suify. Suify's gonna try and do something. 4 seconds left. Sith with great control, pops it up in the air. Cap's gonna try to get something. No, off the wall. That's no!
It's hit the ground!
Oh no! I thought that was gonna go in. Oh, Zafe Esports wishing that they have, but they might have a goal on the opening kickoff. But no, they're having something. No, there's a save. There's a save from Benang. What a play!
It's still there. The possession is heavily favoring towards Zafe Esports. Can they just put it in the back of the goal? They've had so many opportunities, so many shots, so many misses. Zafe Esports definitely in control now in overtime, but they have to put it away. If Benag wins this game, it's going to be a horrifying, as a great save by Suwupi, it's going to be a horrifying game one for Zafe Esports if they can't win this one. They've dominated. They've had more shots.
They have to. They've had it. They've had it.
It's over the head of Lidvana, but there's people there.
Oh, what a save.
Oh,
What a
they still
save
have-
by
they still
Dr.
have it.
Duck.
Sid's still in possession. Can he get it over Suwupi in Benag's net almost? He's gonna be the one back. Reeker's still with it. They have almost 3 back in defense. Benag, they just don't want to let Zafe Esports get the opportunities they've been getting before. It's gonna come in. It's
No!
Suwupi takes game 1 in overtime.
Finally, after so many crossbar attempts, they finally get it in. Suify just outmaneuvering the mechanics on full display. Zafe Esports earned that victory.
Zafe Esports won both game 1, and they also won the crossbar challenge. They've won both, ladies and gentlemen. They've won both. They won the crossbar challenge, they got the content, and they got the goal. Zafe Esports in complete control of this game. Bernard got their 2 goals, and they were good goals. These were not Mickey Mouse goals. These were good goals. But Zafe Esports, after that second Bernard goal, in complete control. Complete control. They had 800 shots, bricked 799. Benag just couldn't get on offense. They could not string together a single possession. They couldn't.
To give credit where it's due, Benang really dragged out that game.
Yes.
As they did. You have to give them credit, but I think if Zafe Esports just had 1 more second on that clock in game 1, it would not have head into overtime. But now you have to put that in the past. We head into game 2. Dr. Duck, he had a 7 plays there. Reeker with that save. He is unlocked in. Pops it up right down the field. There's Cap already making the play. Benang looks to rectify their mistakes in the first game. Reeker's gonna pop that over, but by Dr. Duck! My goodness, Reeker! You can't do that!
Oh, Dr. Duck goes airmail and Reeker takes... Oh, he's just... Oh, dear. Benag, that's a rough one to give up. That's a fantastic goal. That's a fantastic goal. Woo, that's on top 5. We're not gonna say number 1. That's on top 5, though.
Yeah, that's top 5. That is just great mechanics put on display. Speaking of mechanics, Sick looking to repeat the same thing, but he's going to get caught off immediately. Reeker going to try and do it again. The assist. No, there is Cap right on cue to saying no more highlights for you.
They just... I mean, that goal is just unbelievable. It's actually hard to say that Benag's played badly to start the game. That's just spectacular. Cap with great defensive efforts. They have it here. They can have something. Are there going to be enough people? That's a good clearance, though. The one thing I can point out, differences in the defense. Zafe Esports has been much better at clearing the ball completely. Benag has been great at saves, but they cannot get the ball out of their half as Ludvara goes for a pinch, unable to get it. At least I think he was. I'm gold, by the way. Don't take everything you hear seriously in those regards. But as Reeker goes for a double tap, won't get it. So Woofy on the next effort. Oh, he won't get it either. Woo, Lavara keeps it up there just long enough. But Benag has done such a great job of saves. They had so many of them last game. But they cannot clear it to create offensive opportunities the same way Zafe Esports is doing it on their side.
Yeah, and I think that goes to show you that Zave Esports has really good defenses. As I think there was a demo coming from, I think maybe Benang. So it just goes to show you that Benang, they can't save the ball, but they can't get those shots off. And in a game like this, where you're down a game already, as oh my goodness, there was a shot, but what a save from Benang. And it's like you're saying, you know, Benang can get these great saves, but they just can't get their shots to follow him because of what Zave Esports is doing. They're bringing lots of pressure, and that's forcing Benang to kind of readjust their play style, kind of figure out, like, okay, we have to immediately now rush back downfield because Zave Esports just brings so much of the pressure.
As they look for a goal here, as Sith comes in, it's just... Zave Esports just puts the ball towards the net and they let their skill take it from there. They're going to keep Benag on their heels whether they know the ball's going into the net or not. Most of the time, Zave Esports, they're heaving it towards the goal. It's not going to be a goal. They just want to shoot it. Keep Benag thinking, saying they have to run thousands of calculations ahead. Is there someone coming from the right? Is there someone coming in the center? Is there going to be a double effort? Is someone coming from ceiling? Is someone on the floor? When you make them think that hard, you don't give them a chance that they're running out of RAM space. They have to clear it, and they just end up putting more defense back in their mind. They haven't been able to think about the offense. As especially when Zave Esports is in front, it does not help Benag in the slightest.
No, it doesn't. And if you're Benag right now, at this point, you need to put it in towards the net as that clock eerily ticks down towards a minute and 30 to be exact. Benang has to do something over to Dr. Duck. He misses completely. Lavara not in the right position. He's descended over the cap, but there's Suicide. There's Suicide gets that. Another save from Zave Esports. Benang cannot seem to catch a break anytime that Zave Esports has done something. Benang tries to counter right back, but Zave Esports once again counters. Once again, a series of counters between these two as Reeker tries to do it himself over to Suicide. Suicide sends it over to Sif. Sif just misses completely, but there's Suicide. Suicide's going to try to make something happen, but there's Benang trying to come up with something as we reach the 1 minute mark. Zave Esports now rushing back down toward the field. Suicide with great control. Pots up in the air. Over to there. He's trying to get it, and that might have put the nail in the coffin. Sis will get credit with the save. The score.
Look at the pace at which they play at. You can't get back in time. You don't have you have to pick one of two options. Get boost and maybe have a chance, or don't get boost and get scored on. It's just such incredible speed by Zave Esports. There's such...
Oh my no! Well, yeah. What can we say about that one?
Just the second effort by Sawufi coming in after he got boost. The defensive play was not there. It's a bit of a rough angle by Dr. Duck. Sawufi just has the better angle. Well, you can't really analyze that one if you've ever wondered, well, casters, what do you think about a goal like that? Shoot, what do you think? I can tell you, we're gonna have the same opinion on it, brother. You could have casted that. Anyone could cast that goal.
Yeah,
you could make everyone look like a star.
It's pretty much as speaking. Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be another goal. You can just see Zave Esports. The communication is so on point with them. They know exactly who's gonna be the next man up, who's gonna be rotating out, and it's just proving the point that I think Benang just could not handle. Give them credit. They played so well, but they could not get a single shot to go in. And in this case, when you're playing a top team like Zave Esports, you can't have that happen. You have to land those shots.
Well, I will get to my real thoughts as the ball drops to the floor when the cameras pan to us. Zave Esports, a commanding game to win. Commanding. Whoo-wee. Well, all right. Now that you see me and Kenzo, obviously, one of us is handsome, and the other one has a white background. Uh-oh. But anyway, Zave Esports, this is what I'm looking at. This is how I see it. Zave Esports controlled the air so well. So well. Anything that was in the air, anything that was off the walls was controlled by Zave Esports. That's 90% of the game. Benag had the defense. They had the saves. Zave Esports could have scored 10 goals in the first game. They could have scored 10 goals. They only scored 3. To play a team like Zave Esports as the first team you play, I think, let's see. Oh, sorry. Second team you play. Still, point still stands. That's tough.
Yeah,
the first time you'd want to see them is like the losers or winners final, because then you're warm, your comms are there, you have established what you want to do. But you're facing Zave Esports. They came off battering Ignite Esports. We didn't even like the first game in our in our stream wasn't even done by the time that they finished 2 games. So I think that just tells you. Obviously, we haven't watched No Hesitation yet, but from what you have seen with your eyes, my eyes are a little worse than yours, obviously. But this team, this Zave Esports team, that's as good as we're gonna see for a little while. That is such the control, unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. It's just Zave Esports. They had the communications down, the rotations, everything was just so on point. And for a team like Penang, you can try your hardest, but Zave Esports just counter. And Zave Esports they really got lucky in that first game that they did not give up that goal in the overtime. But in the second game, they completely dominated. As you know, looking over at the Twitch chat, a lot of GGs. You know, you got to give it up for Penang for at least showing some fight.
To put a button on it before we go to break, Penang had the unfortunate outcome of losing that game 1. If they had won that game 1, I don't think it's the same game 2. I don't think. But when Zave Esports realistically should have won before they got to overtime, but Penang has that sigh of relief. They got to overtime. They had a shot, and then you still lose. It's just the wind gets taken out of your sails when you go into game 2. I think Penang will have a good losers bracket. I don't know who they're gonna play. I'm gonna sneak it, see if I can sneak and look. They'll play Blue Angels. Who played? Blue Angels played. On earth did Blue Angels with Portuguese Bim Bam, who we saw last week, who was a pretty good team. So, just a tough series for Penang. They played well. They played all they could, really. I think they played all as well as they could have against such an oppressive team. But Kenzo, why don't you take us into break this time? I've done it enough times.
Yeah. I think I'll do it for this time. But stay tuned for us. We got a lot more Rocket Rush coming at you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
Looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no. But obviously, at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for. But I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants. Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All 3 players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now, will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness, another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
It just feels like the pressure is different, even when the ball, even though...
Touch will be Nightya there to collect. Polar puts it towards net. Magic has to make a good touch. It's going to be off the back wall. Magic, the double tap in order to clear this out. Great job from him. Sith Tries to put it past Knight, will not be able to find it. Velocity's up, so Woofy's there first, though, and now Magic up as well. That's going to be everyone pushed forward for the side of Zave Esports. It's going to be a tricky defense. Nightya's got the flip reset,
Oh
just
my
like the play
goodness.
it
Oh
forward.
my
Gets it past
goodness.
everyone. Nightya, the mind games pay off. They thought he'd flip reset it over, so Woofy jumps, Magic jumps, Nightya just drops down. Easy tap in, says thank you for that one.
Not to Stellar. Vi gets it out of the way. Vi's going to bring it up the wall. He's going to look towards the middle. He has Breezy in the middle. He's going to get it to him. 3 back. Hey, whoa! Div! Are we stat padding? He just bumped his own teammate. He
Dave, that
scored.
was actually a beautiful read. That's actually a really tough call
Wow.
to cut across your
what Zave Esports can do to, mitigate their losses, but and try not to lose this game one by more than one goal. And what is this play coming up from Zave Esports? Are you kidding me? It looks like it was maybe a double commit. I don't want to, talk down on these guys' team play, but look at that. What?
Shrinks back into their box and wait as Risky comes off the ceiling, gets a reset beautifully, puts it top ends. Again, the story completely flips for ADSF. They looked a little bit impotent in the first game, and they show that that is not their character.
A pinch out from Roxer, almost spelling danger for ADSF, but now it's Ness looking for the flip reset over one, gets the double tap! Are you kidding me? That is the response that we are looking for. Ness says, I'm going to do it all myself, flip reset over two, and then the double tap. Oh!
here. I mean, they're playing two on top of each other. They're too flustered. The anger and the, I guess, pressure is getting to them incredibly well here.
Oh my
what a
goodness.
finish.
What a
Oh my
shot.
goodness. Yes, he is showing the pressure, and that is a backboard touch. I honestly thought he was on the wrong team and scored in his own.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4-4 disaster. Oh.
Pretty
Don't tell
much
me.
as
Do it.
Taliska goes up another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the
L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh, no, they have 2 seconds left as
No, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his has Reeker waiting for it, goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sif's now gonna struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sif as he freezes the ball in net, or excuse me, in the middle of the air, and gets a tremendous reset, and Reeker was ready the whole time.
Yeah, you have to. And that was a great analogy, is you can just see as, oh my goodness, Monk already shut me up.
What a reset.
The Casters can't happen to be again, can it? As Monk, he has that reset, fakes out. Yeah, they are. They almost had something rotating up, had something on, but just equally denies. Bug gets a shot.
Oh,
That boy towards the net, and Fast
Where
is going
does
to
that
tie
come
it up.
from? Where does that
my-
come from?
I don't know.
He's
but
on
you
the
can just-
ceiling. The ceiling reset. He knows to hold it the whole time. He's
The back wall, looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see.
Okay, we're back. I had to switch into a Sword Sleeve shirt because 1, that series was so fire, and 2, it is unreasonably hot for a November day in New Jersey. So we're in the short sleeves now, but we get to see. You want to say the names for this weekend? So?
Captain Punts is a scam. I like I said, I don't know where they come up with these team names, but y'all Rocket League players are creative. I will give you that. I would have not thought. I don't know. Is there like a story behind this, or is it just like let's just come up with something goofy that no one will take seriously?
Well, if we look at their, I mean, you guys can't see what I'm looking. Well, now you can see if you look in the top left corner next to, the writing, Captain Punts is a scammer. And actually, there's a guy there, and it says I think it says I am not a scammer. So, I think we found the origin somehow, some way.
Maybe. I guess we did.
It's a coin. Let's see. Hold on, actually. Maybe let's see if we found it. Let's see. We had a nice quarter in here. All right, cool. We didn't find it. That's tough. Well, or maybe he's lying. Maybe he's lying. Either way, what's the word I'm looking for? The stars of this game are the entire No Hesitation crew. They have not been here in I think 3-ish weeks. I think 3 weeks is right. Yeah. And they are looking to take more of our money. They've done it already. Every time I'm not even going to look at the dashboard. I'm not even going to look at the win probability. It's going to say 100% from No Hesitation. Captain Punch is a scammer, hasn't played in this tournament. And their first game is against, and their first test, or however many, now they're against No Hesitation. So, I mean, wait just a minute. Div is playing for a different team. Hold the phone here. Div.
Was there a trade that we didn't know about?
Hold on. Div scores. Well,
okay.
We can see different teams, same results. All right.
I guess it doesn't matter the logo. It's still the same team.
I need to go back to these other weeks because this is interesting. Because I don't want to say I feel.
Where skill meets heart, legends are forged. With every play, a story unfolds, and a new generation emerges.
Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put.
Every match matters. Every tournament is a new chance to compete, to grow, to prove yourself. From weekly battles to one-off challenges, Nameless gives every player a stage to shine and a reason to rise. But for us, it's more than just a game. We're building a community, gamers, creators, and dreamers coming together to learn, to lead, and to grow. Through our tournaments, educational programs, and initiatives, we turn passion into purpose and competition into opportunity. We're not just shaping players, we're preparing the next generation of leaders, creators, and innovators in esports and beyond.
Be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one. A double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness. Another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
Nameless isn't just about the game. It's about who you become because of it. Skills for life. Dreams within reach. This is Nameless Esports. Play, learn, grow, redefine the game.
Okay, I want you to cut that half right now.
Where skill meets heart, legends are forged. With every play, a story unfolds, and a new generation emerges.
Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put.
Every match matters. Every tournament is a new chance to compete, to grow.
But let's I'm gonna get this one fact checked here. So let's see if I go to like week 2, as hopefully they don't score any other goals by the time
I got you back, man. I got you. So we got Div gonna go off that top bar. No, it was Dad. No, it was Dirthrow. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Please don't come after me. English is a hard language. I will say that. As Natya gets that good touch, probably trying to set up something. No hesitation. Like we said, they are the stars. So Captain Punch is gonna have the work cut out for them. But they're playing so far pretty good defense. But if you are No Hesitation, you don't want to play a sleeper, as you already give up a goal. But now the question is, do you want to apply more pressure, or do you want to stay back and get some boost? And looks like No Hesitation gonna apply a bit of pressure, running back downfield. P with the great toss looks to prevent a goal happening. He's gonna do it himself with the fruit over the night, yo. But there's a great save from Captain Punch. Once again, it's foul back downfield. Oh, that's an empty net, and Captain Punch is going to take a 2-0 lead.
Okay, not to put, pour water on the sandcastle. This is a completely different No Hesitation team. Nightya is the only person back from. They are missing Velocity, and they're missing Polar. Unless Polar is P, then maybe they're not missing everybody. But Velocity, who was their main goal scorer, unless he changed his name to Dirtho, which I guess is entirely possible. Maybe I should just go look. I'm trying to figure that one out too. But Div, this. We're seeing a lot of people in a lot of spots that we have not seen them in before. As No Hesitation is going to look to get on the goal, they won't find it. Started to see a little bit more aggression out of No Hesitation. Oh,
bruh. Okay.
Well, Captain Punch is they've taken complete control of this game. Nightya has to have run out of boost, or he just let that one go. Like you said, maybe people do let it go more than I figured.
Yeah.
This is not the start I think anyone was expecting, to be completely honest.
No, they are. I don't think No Hesitation was even expecting this, and that's the problem. When you're facing a team that you have not played, you tend to forget that there are different players of skill levels. You have Grand Champs, you have SSL players, and a lot of times you may have that Diamond player that is secretly a sleeper that you may never know of. And if you're no hesitation right now, you probably were not expecting this to happen.
Definitely not. I mean, assuming they just don't look connected in the slightest. Captain Punts is easily the better team right now. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But goodness, Anaya, who is a very prestigious player when it comes to our tournament. I mean, he's a very good player outside of our tournament as well. Div, we've seen. Was Div on Team Silenced? Wait a minute.
Was there a trade that we don't know about?
I did not know the transfer portal was open for Rocket League.
Apparently it is. Well, as old Nightya
there he is
with the bang shot, the assist, and no hesitation is finally up on the board. The assist from Dirto over. Look at this one more time. Over to Dirto, over to Nightya, and finally no hesitation breaks that egg off the board, gets that 0, and changes it to a 1. Now, if you're no hesitation, now you have to keep just doing what you're doing before, because now the time is again really not on your side. Really not on your side. Nightya goes again. Oh my goodness! No hesitation. Really says, hold up, what's going on from us? This time the assist came from P, and Nightya scores his second goal of the game. As Just Doc RL says, Sugar Honey Iced Tea it's like, I know this guy, he's the GOAT. A lot of people says that Nightya is the GOAT. So we have pretty much a 50-50 between Captain Punch fans and No Hesitation fans. No Hesitation, they're not down and out. They got 1:30, still applying the pressure. 50-50 up in the right corner. Nightya takes possession. Gonna pop it up in the air, but Captain Punch is gonna meet him there. It's just so back and forth. No hesitation. They now have some momentum. Look to at least just try and tie it up. But they have to do it in the next 1:15 seconds.
We've seen that time does not matter to No Hesitation. Captain Punts, by the way, this team is pretty much just Team Silence 2.0. Div and Vow are both former Team Silence players. Breezy, who's the third person, is now Neoflix. And so both of these teams are just the same teams as usual, but missing a guy, as what I've gotten out of it. Naya, and I'm assuming P is Polar, as P Polar.
Oh, they gotta get it in. You have to get that in. Oh.
They still have a shot. Naya wins the air contest. Can he pitch it right in? He misses the pinch. They still have a shot. They go right for it. It's right.
Oh my God!
Can someone please put it in? It's gonna be Dirto, the newest member of No Hesitation. Welcome to Nameless Esports. Rocket Rush as they tie it 3-3 with 34 seconds left to go. It doesn't matter if you get a lead. You have to hold it. And Captain Punch has not done that.
They've given up 3 goals in the last 2 minutes. You don't want to choke in this case. You don't want to be Matt Ryan and be the Atlanta Falcons, but if you're No Hesitation, this is exactly what you want. You want to keep applying that pressure as you have 30 seconds to put it in towards the net. As Val misses completely, thought he was gonna go, so he just misses as he goes through the air. 15 seconds left, looks for that pinch for No Hesitation. They leave that empty net. Oh, and Div says, no hope for you. You're not gonna get in. With 11 seconds left, the empty net. Oh, looks like Nightya tried to rush back, but he was just too late.
Dirtho misses the ball. P misses the ball. Vile misses the ball. If you're in No Hesitation, you had easy opportunities to stop that goal from happening. And it's a complete misplay. A complete misplay by No Hesitation. There's still a little bit of time on the clock.
They gotta go! They almost had it. They almost had it. The positioning was just not there. As it's, I thought that they had it. No Hesitation really almost clutched it in the end, but Div with that kill shot at 11 seconds left says that no hope for you, no comeback for you.
No Hesitation lost the game themselves. Obviously, they gave up the 3 silly goals in the beginning. Captain Punts, that team took complete advantage of the misplays by No Hesitation. That last goal by Div, I don't know how you let that happen if you're No Hesitation. You send 2 people on a commit. As we get into the next game, I'm still going to finish what I'm talking about, unless for some reason they score. You send 2 people. Oh, they're still jogging. You send 2 people for the ball. You miss, both people miss it. Both. Dirto and Pete both just wing, right past the ball. Then, no one's in net, and Div just skies in. A complete lack of communication. Just that is the perfect storm of what can go wrong with 10 seconds left in Rocket League. Everything that could have gone wrong with them.
Yeah, most importantly, you know, I give credit for No Hesitation. They tried to at least try to knock it off its trajectory, but in that case, you can't let that happen. You know, with the game being on the line and the score being so close, 10 seconds just feels like eternity. As I'm taking a look at the Twitch chat just for a minute, Captain Punts, ironically, he's in the Twitch chat. He says Div and Vale are goated. They are. Is it still best of 3? Yes, it's still best of 3. So Captain Punts, they have to win the next game to move on. But if you No Hesitation, you figure out that okay, we let that first game go. Now we have something to look forward to into the second game, and we have to up our specialty.
Yeah. If you are Captain Punts, do not be Game 1 Andes. It can be very easy to be Game 1 Andes. But they played very well. To get 3 goals in, what, a minute and a half? Against any team is not easy at all. But No Hesitation has, well, I guess technically really not been here too much. Very rarely been here in this kind of situation, backs against the wall. But you cannot count out any team of their caliber. Captain Punts put on a great show in Game 1. They took advantage of the opportunities that were in front of them. A lot of teams, No Hesitation, did the opposite. The opportunity to clear the ball was right there. They missed it. Captain Punts they played better. No Hesitation got back, but Captain Punts played better. Captain Punts AFK right now. Oh boy.
Oh
boy. Leader. Is it because we're in the Twitch chat? No, I'm just playing. Well, so either way, for Game 2, since I guess we have a little more time, No Hesitation has to get going a little earlier. At least don't let them score 3 goals in under 2 minutes. If you do that, you can kind of live with it. You can play. Just play. You can play it out after that. You can play it out. But when you give up 3 goals in such a quick span, you're pretty much then you're forced to play just such a wacky style, and you're kind of clawing back. But when you don't give up those 3 goals, you can establish your play style and your game plan a whole lot earlier. And if you're Captain Punch, do exactly what you did last game and just don't give up the 3 goals. You'll be moving on to the second round, or the round they'll be on to. So
I feel like
Captain Punch has a lot less to think about this game compared to No Hesitation going into Game 2.
Yeah, but here's the thing, you know. You're facing No Hesitation, a very top team, as we said before, that is no stranger to playing at almost at a championship level. But if you're Captain Punch, just because you won this first game does not mean No Hesitation is gonna let you off that easy. If you're No Hesitation, now you have to apply as much pressure as you can, get back into that rhythm that you were once doing. Because while you haven't been here in a while, that still don't mean that you're gonna get off scot-free, you know.
What was I gonna say? I had something lined up and I completely forgot. Oh. This is not El Glaze, by the way. No Hesitation has been this good when they've been in this tournament. Don't spam El Glaze or anything. This is happening. But Captain Punts put on a show in Game 1, and that was awfully close to
jumping right into the second game.
But they do not score. P looking for a goal. Will he find it? Yes!
Oh my goodness!
What an angle! How does he have 5 shots? I don't know, but one of them's gone in the net, and they are now. Look at this goal. This is so patient.
Ooh, the double tap. Wow. Vale tried to get that save, but P just says he's gonna get it in towards the net. Says, no, thank you. That's going into the net. He's gonna look to do himself again. He goes off to get boost, sends May over to a teammate. Now you're ready to make a play there. No hesitation, they got the 2v1! Neo Flakes with that save! The 2v1, even not in his favor, he still made a save.
Oh my, well, alright, Captain Punch, keep it here. Keep it here. It's looking a little bit bleak. They have the advantage now after the demo. Nightya puts it back into the middle of the floor. Val's gonna look to score. He's gonna go towards net. Won't have it. Nightya on defense. He is a classic midfielder. Div looking, won't find it. Can there be a counterattack? There's still not a counterattack. Oh, right above the crossbar. There's still looking. Durtho comes down to collect it. Gets it. Ooh, plays it right over. They're gonna have P in the middle. He's full boost. He's in the middle. Is he gonna try and make a play? He might have to now. He takes it off of the dome piece of somebody, but there's good follow-ups by Captain Punts to keep it out of their side of the field.
Yeah, great play from Captain Punts, trying to at least make a play. And this is the thing with Captain Punts, they're showing who they are in this tournament, and that's what you like to see. You want to give the top competitors in this tournament a run for their money. And the thing with them is, as I was going to say, Captain Punts will try to get that goal in there, is that now No Hesitation is going to bring the best that they can as they're running back that forward. The pass is real on point. Thurso tried to get somewhere in the nick of time. He gets easily denied. Then for Nightya, Nightya just a bit too there. He just has that second late. Like
Yep. Well, Neoflix looks for it. Neoflix has it.
Oh!
1-1. What a screamer.
Tied up. Neoflix in the nick of time. Div gets that credit with the save. Just again, we've seen this so many times. Just a hair second late with the saves, and that's the difference between scoring a goal and saving it.
100%. Still an opportunity. Durtho looks for the angle. He doesn't quite have it. Let's see the counterattack come to Captain Punts. This has been their thing. He is there to stifle it. Neoflix riding the right wall. He's going to let that attack fizzle out. As Val's going to look, he's towards the net. A lot of shots and backing up from Captain Punts. They're not overcommitting. This is a very smart way to play Rocket League. They're being reactive. They're saying, this is our initial shot. If it fades, that's okay. Now we're going to just look to not give up a goal. If a second shot shows itself.
Yes. They got to get it in. He misses. Nightya. Oh, you're supposed to be the GOAT. You're supposed to be the GOAT. He's
still in the middle there. It's just flicked out. See, but this is the difference. No hesitation. They're committing so much. It's a little bit harder for them to get back on defense. When Captain Punts commits, it's like they play on the second attempt. As I was gonna look for the goal, saved by Nightya.
Oh, what a save!
They're looking for that second opportunity. They are not banking on the first opportunity. And they're gonna flow towards the net.
Oh
no! He takes it out of his pocket and puts it into their nets. Durtho had it on the wall. It's like free pocket change. Div comes in and just steals it from him and gives it right back. That's a terrifying way to give up a goal. No! The ball just gets too off his car. The control is not there. And Div takes advantage of it.
Yeah, you might have a point. I agree with your point about No Hesitation committing too much. And that time they had a guy just kind of sitting away from his goal. I get the point. He was maybe trying to get boost there. He didn't think that maybe maybe Captain Punts was going to go for that shot. Div was going to cut him off, mid him with that 50-50 and get it towards the punt. But now it's Captain Punts have that 2-1 lead. No hesitation. They have to do something. They can't double commit because that's been the main issue with them is too many double commits. You don't need that many people going for that ball. Maybe one or two if you're looking for that double tap play, but you gotta have that third man back there. Just in the nick of time, P gets that shot, but there's great defense from Captain Punts showing they're not messing around. There's another save. This time they just get lucky. Captain Punts almost gave up a goal. Div doing his best, trying to make a play towards the net. Was that a save? No, Pete gets the credit with the score. I thought that was a save.
I'm catching the replay. I'm watching on the Twitch stream. I have no idea. I'm so serious. I have to watch the second replay unless there's just no angle.
I thought
P just flew in. He got it. It was just a big bump, and P had a little more power. P stands for power, ladies and gentlemen.
My goodness, what a play from No Hesitation. What a play from P. I thought that Captain Punts got that save. But in the nick of time, there's Durtho gets credit not allowing their Captain Punts playing a lot of bully ball as they're just trying to enforce their will onto No Hesitation. 30 seconds left. No Hesitation trying to at least tie the series up. Nightya, thought he had something. P!
it's off the
No, he
crossbar.
gets missed there!
Somebody please!
There's Durfdo! He gets with the goal! No hesitation, regains the lead with 21 seconds left. Captain Punch nearly gets the save by 2. Neoflix way back deep into his own goal, and it's too little too late to make that save. 21 seconds left. Captain Punch has to do something, otherwise this series is tied. They do start out with Div. Div flies through the air, looks to do it all himself, has it in the corner, off the wall. Neoflix gonna back off a little bit. He recognized that there was nothing there, and he's gonna do something. 10 seconds left. Downfield, empty net. No, there's a player back downfield. 10 seconds left. Over to Neoflix. Off the wall. No, misses. No hesitation. Ties the series.
Wow. Okay.
Woo.
Well, that's a game. That's a
Yeah.
game and a half. Okay. To rapid fire, because I don't know how much time we're going to have in between games. No hesitation. Their rotations, not the same as Captain Punch. Captain Punch rotations are excellent. They always have a guy in goal. Every single solitary possession, they have a guy in goal. They let their defense speak before their offense. No hesitation is committing a lot. They're like you said before, they're playing bully ball. They're just going to fly at you. They're going to rattle you, and they will take advantage of that. They're not trying to play sophisticated Rocket League. They're not trying.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They want to just push. If the net is over there, we're also over there.
Yeah.
That's their style right now, and it worked in the last game. Which style is going to be more consistent, and which style can win these guys? Game 3, we can only find out right now.
I think if you know hesitation, you might as well keep that bully ball going. There's Neoflix right back down there. That's a great strategy from Captain Punch with the rotations. Always having the man back. They have someone there. Yao gets credit with that save. An equally great start from Captain Punch. This is what they do so well. It's having multiple men back, not allowing anybody to, just not allowing that net to be empty. If you do see that net empty, it's usually from no hesitation getting a demo.
But look at how
or
open
to get
the net
really
is.
lucky. That's really Div with the double tap. He gets a goal.
This is the problem with no hesitation right now. Look at how wide open the net is. Look at that. He could have hit it off the ceiling. Forget the crossbar, and he'd score that. This defense is not working. It's not working. Oh
It really isn't. It really isn't. The double commits are really is what's killing them. If they're gonna win this game, they have to correct that mistakes. I know you want to play bully ball. I know you want to go for those shots, but you really can't in those nick of cases, in just that nick of time. You really can, and like I say, with Captain Punch, the rotation is just so on place, so good for them that it really makes you think as what even though it's just Captain Punch's first time. Even though it's their first time, they're playing so well. Neoflix, he just had something there. He had it, but no hesitation with great defense.
Gets it over. This could be their chance. It's still up in the air. Can they take the angle? They can, but look at this. They just always have a guy right there to get into the net. Their timing is so good. It's unbelievable. It's a great attack from no hesitation. It's just always fizzling out. They still have a chance here. It's Polo.
Oh!
He's gonna take it and tie the game. This is the most back and forth. This is, I don't even know. It's like the Rockets' 7-second offense. If you don't score in 7 seconds, you get scored on. That's how it is.
Yeah, and like I was saying, this is what I was talking about. You rarely see Captain Punch have an empty net. If they have an empty net, that means no hesitation had a demo and they had the free lane. Otherwise, there's someone right back down there ready to make a play, and this is what the difference between no hesitation and Captain Punch. Captain Punch always has the rotations down. They always have a third man back. With no hesitation, they're double committing too much, leaving empty nets, and allowing Captain Punch to essentially just have free shots at the goal.
I was about to say the P disconnect because he just completely stood still for a little bit. But as comes Captain Punch's attack, it's still there. They have guys. Val's going to look for it. He's going to try and control it down to the floor. P's going to pinch it against him and get it back towards their side of the net. Naya comes in. It feels like they try to play, I see. No hesitation wants to play where they can instantly make an attack off of a shot from Captain Punch's attempts. So they have Naya. They have these guys coming in from the sides of the net. Captain Punch plays from the center of the net. They play inside the net. They want to take less chances and secure more saves, as no hesitation wants to play in the counterattack. They, like you said, bully ball. They want to play fast. They want to play quick, as they're doing right now. They're going back to his net. But look at Div. They have guys who are there a lot quicker. Their defense is more consistent. And their plan is so constant. As they're gonna look and score, Div, second goal. I want to see the defense here. Look, Naya is back. He's in the goal. I mean, this is a great attack by Div as well. I think this is just better offense.
Yeah.
But Captain Punts, their play is so consistent. They have such a game plan down. Such a game plan.
Yeah. The game plan for Captain Punts is just rotations and getting to the center net, like you pretty much said. As never mind, I get shut up for the second week in a row. Caster's curse, everyone. As P puts it in towards the net with the assist from Dirt, though. Like, it's just two-man back. They had a chance at a save, but Valley just misses in the nick of time. 2:06, no hesitation. Clearly wants to prove me wrong. Okay, let's see what you got for a second. As P rides the wall, he gets set flying by Neoflix. Now Thurto with a chance, looks to do it himself. No, P gets that touch. Thurto with the chance!
3-2! No hesitation! Oh my goodness.
What? This is a game, and no hesitation. Looks like they're starting to pick up what Captain Punch is doing. And like you said, Captain Punch, they like to play the center of the net. They like to take risky shots. And sometimes that is a good idea to kind of play it safe towards the ball, because the more less risk you have, the more consistent your shots are. But sometimes you do have to go for those risky shots. SP looks for the double tap. No, he just misses. And Dirto's going to clean it up. No hesitation with a 2-goal lead.
It's starting to look like a disaster for Captain Punts. It's starting to look like a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It really is. But Captain Punts, they're down, but they're not out. They still have nearly a minute and 30 to make a play. As Thurto just completely misses. He needed probably a bit more boost on there. I thought maybe he thought that he had a shot going for there. As Pete dunks it in towards the net. And 5-2 is the score so far. 126. Captain Punch looks to be blowing it right here.
I'm coming up. I'm writing a little diagram on a piece of paper here so I can explain why I think no hesitation has just completely opened this game up. They're just this oppressive style of offense it's taking it home for them. Look at this. They're just now they've established they put their stamp on this game. They've just made it. Captain Punch has a minute to come back. It's so awfully improbable though. They've sped Captain Punch up to their speed, and now they cannot play the sophisticated man and goal defense.
Yeah, they can't. And Captain Punch, now they're gonna have to play a little bit of fast tempo offense, play a bit of that bully ball that No Hesitation loves to play. As Div tries to send it over to a teammate, he can't find him by Val. It's just a little off target. 44 seconds left. Thurto's gonna ride the wall, hoping to send it to Pete. Looks for that pinch. They need someone back there. Naya, he has no boost. Neither does Pete, and this is just so close. 30 seconds left. Naya gets the touch, flies a bit through the air, lands on his feet, over to Neoflix. Neoflix tries to send it over to a teammate, but there's no hesitation, just quickly with great defensive.
Captain Punts, I mean, with 15 seconds left, down 3 goals, our commentating is a little run dry, I'll keep it honest, as they will get a consolation goal. 10 seconds, 2 goals, not impossible, awfully improbable. But, I mean, why not? That'd be something. That would be something. 10 seconds, 2 goals. But just, wow. No hesitation shows why they get first place.
Yeah, they've proven why they're the cream of the crop in this case. But I gotta give it to No Hesitation. They play very good as they will be moving on as Captain Punch gets sent to the lower brackets. Just No Hesitation played better in that second game than they did in the first game. They played a lot better. So I have my nice piece of paper here. It's a little hard to see. I apologize. But so this is hard. This is hard, not that. This is Captain Punch. They have a guy in the middle of the net who will always be a threat to save. You 100% have a guy back in goal
who can make a save. But when you have a guy coming 400 miles an hour at you and a ball coming 500 miles an hour at you, it's harder to play. What's it called? It's harder to react. If you are going top left, top right, you people who are better at Rocket League than me, how on earth is he going to save that? I don't know if he can.
There's a chance. There's a chance that he could make that save, but it's all about the angle and how fast that ball is coming. If that ball is coming at a very slow pace and it's a good angle where you think you can make that save, then by all means go for that. But however, if you're not going to try and make for that, sometimes it's best to let it go. But in a high-stakes affair like this, you can't let it.
And now for no hesitation, their style of goalkeeping, which was a little odd in game one, but it started to work. They're coming in from the side. And when you're coming in from the side, at least from what I've seen in this game, you run the risk of being late. We have production going on, so I'm just taking a second to hear this. All right, cool. So I'll wrap this up really quick so we can move on. So when you are zooming in, you have this is how you start your counterattack. When you can't really counterattack from this side, you can't. It's very hard. Unless you have a guy, this guy bumps it, the ball sits in front of the net, and then a guy just comes up and cleans it. Now you have to send two people in for defense. When you have one guy coming in, just flying in like Batman, and if he saves it, it's great. You have an automatic counterattack. You can play from either side. But you run the risk of being late or early, and that's how you give up goals. Both obviously have, their weaknesses and their strengths. But what a great series between Captain Punch and No Hesitation. That was fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised to see Captain Punch move quickly through the losers bracket, and I guess we'll see how this No Hesitation team can fare for the rest of winners bracket.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But it'll be it for us. But don't go anywhere. We have a new set of casters joining in. We have Hyper and Reserve Wolf going to be joining you for their series of casts. As always, my name is Kenzo. This has been Big Fella Pro, aka Sean, and we'll see you all next time. At least for us. But don't go anywhere. We got more Rocket Rush right after this.
Use it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants, and Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of Bikamachi. All three players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now, will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall, sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness, another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
It just feels like the pressure is different, even when the ball, even though...
Gets the touch, will be Naya there to collect. Polar puts it towards net. Magic has to make a good touch. It's going to be off the back wall. Magic, the double tap in order to clear this out. Great job from him. Sith tries to put it past Naya. Will not be able to find it. Velocity's up, so Woofy's there first, though. And now Magic up as well. That's going to be everyone pushed forward for the side of Zave Esports. It's going to be a tricky defense. Naya's got the flip reset. Just elects to play it slow. Hit past everyone. Naya, the mind games pay off. They thought he'd flip reset it over, so Woofy jumps, Magic jumps, Naya just drops down. Easy tap in, says thank you for that one.
Not to Stellar. Vi gets it out of the way. Vi's going to bring it up the wall. He's going to look towards the middle. He has Breezy in the middle. He's going to get it to him. 3 back. Hey, whoa! Div! Are we stat padding? He just bumped his own teammate.
Div, that was actually a beautiful read. That's actually a really tough call to cut across your
what Zave Esports can do to, mitigate their losses, but and try not to lose this game one by more than 1 goal. And what is this play coming up from Zave Esports? Are you kidding me? It looks like it was maybe a double commit. I don't want to, talk down on these guys' team play, but look at that. What?
Shrink back into their box and wait as Risky comes off the ceiling, gets a reset beautifully, puts it top ends. Again, the story completely flips for ADSF. They looked a little bit impotent in the first game, and they show that that is not their character.
A pinch out from Roxer, almost spelling danger for ADSF, but now it's Ness looking for the flip reset over one, gets the double tap! Are you kidding me? That is the response that we are looking for. Ness says, I'm going to do it all myself, flip reset over two, and then the double tap. Oh!
I mean, they're playing two on top of each other. They're too flustered. The anger and the, I guess, pressure is getting to them incredibly well here.
Oh,
my
what a
goodness!
finish.
What
Oh
a
my
shot!
That's
Yes,
how you-
he is
Whoa.
showing the pressure, and that is a backboard touch. I honestly thought he was on the wrong team and scored in his own.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4-4 for disaster. Oh.
Pretty
Don't tell
much
me.
as
Do it.
Taliska goes up another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the
L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh, no, they have 2 seconds left as
No, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his touch. Has Reeker waiting for it, goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sith's now going to struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sith as he freezes the ball in net, or excuse me, in the middle of the air, and gets a tremendous reset, and Reeker was ready the whole time.
Yeah, you have to. And that was a great analogy, as you can just see as oh my goodness, Monk already shut me up.
What a reset.
The Capsters can't happen to be a game, can it? As Monk, he has that reset, fakes out. Yeah, they are. They almost had something. Rotating up had something on, but just equally denies. Monk gets a shot.
Oh,
that boy towards the net, and Fast
Where
is going
does
to
that
tie
come
it
from?
up.
Where
No,
does that
my-
come from?
I don't know.
He's
but
on
you
the
can just-
ceiling. The ceiling reset. He knows to hold it the whole time. He's
The back wall, looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no. But obviously, at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and.
for the audio, I do believe.
We can hear you, Joe.
Hyper and reserve. You have to unmute on Discord.
Havix is going to get another chance to clear this out. Meets Luca midway through. Now Geoid has to get a try. Ooh, misses the touch, but they get bailed out by the crossbar on that chance. Fast is going to try and clear it out over the wall. Luca is going to get it a little bit further. Gets it over one defender. He's got options. Gets it over two defenders. And he gets the first goal of the game for his club.
Very good carry from Luca there. Just able to get it over both defenders there. Doesn't put it too far to the right. Doesn't put it into the defender. A very good goal to get Solus Path on the board first.
Third kickoff of this game in under 3 minutes. A lot of action going on. Luca tries to send this down the side, gets another 50 on it, sends it ahead, puts the pressure downfield, has a teammate Fast, can't get another touch on it, so they're going to try and recoup with this attack. Spart's going to send it to midfield, meets Luca midway. Havex trying to, it seems like they're struggling a little bit with the pace, Portuguese Bim Bam, but they've got 2 goals anyways. It's going to be surprising to see how this goes into second and third game if they can keep this lucky streak ahead of them, if you can call it that. They barely miss on that attack. Luca sends it out.
Yeah, Solus Path has definitely slowed this game down a little bit. You saw Portuguese Bim Bam come out the gate swinging, but we've seen a little bit mid control from both teams so far. What Solus Path need to do, they need to get Portuguese Bim Bam to stop putting the pressure on. Is Spark going to put that one on goal? And Fast with a save right there. That is what they're going to have to do if they want to beat Portuguese Bim Bam.
Defense comes up now, showing signs of life. Geoids is going to try and send this in. Has Luca teammate, but it seems to be just a fake to draw off the 2 defenders, and Fast beautifully comes in behind. I wonder if that was communicated play, because Luca had every chance to hit this ball, but he seems to have left it for Fast and see the 2 defenders just kind of hit each other in the net.
Absolutely. We see those fakes really often in this higher level of play, and they're so hard to read. It's not even a 50-50 chance. You can't read your opponent's mind like that.
Factor coming in, like you said, once we get to the higher levels, not only the mechanics go up, but the ideas get crazier and more convoluted to follow if you're a defender in net. Geoids is going to send that out for a nice clear to midfield, only as far as Pavex. He's going to take it almost up the wall, gets a nice reset on it to get it past one defender, has Spark to try and get it going, but only gets as far as that right corner. Solus Path is going to contest it. Floats above their net for a second, but they're wise to it. Fast is on the case. He's going to see this go a little, goes for an air dribble bump, has a teammate behind him to send it a little farther. Solus Path, they're getting their wheels under him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Solus Path has only put 2 shots on net so far this game, and now makes it 3 with that shot from Luca. This pressure right here, I'm really liking it from them, and we need to see Portuguese Bim Bam just put more shots in. They're 7 for 2 so far.
Touch, get it out his half of the pitch. Can't get a second touch on it. As Fast is going to put some pressure and gets a little bit of a half dunk. Rafa gets a touch on a little bit of chaos on the blue side of the pitch, as Rafa is going to run this against the wall, see if he can get past any of the Solus Path defenders, as we are tied moving into the final 10.
Yeah, let's see if Portuguese can get something going here. The ball is going to stay up. It's going to go off the backboard. Fast trying to clear it away and trying to get one more touch on it, but it is going to hit the ground, and we have the first overtime of this best-of-3 series.
Coming in with the momentum as they had the 2 to equalize. Let's see if they can ride that into a victory. Shot kind of eerily floats toward the net, and it gets set aside for now. Luka's going to control this in space in the center. Can he get a reset? Fakes the reset, but the defense is wise to it this time. Solus Path's mechanics are now showing.
Yes, they are, and that could have been an open net right there for the Brazilian team, and not quite going to be able to do anything with it. It gets out there. There's going to be one back as third, but Geode's not going to be able to do anything with that one. Pavix trying to get under Luka, fakes it, hands it off to Smart, and Fast not going to be able to clear that one out, but Geode is going to be able to.
Help from his teammate Rafa. Luka will send it in. Luka last tournament was notorious for being in the faces of every team that they played. No matter if it was the start of the tournament, the end of the tournament, he was always downfield cherry picking. He always left his team with options. Portuguese big man will send that out of their net. Let's see how much impact he has. His Fast has to get a crazy save. That was coming in hot, and he didn't have the momentum to send it out, so he just puts it up above the crossbar. Solus Path look to be on the attack as this floats back in their end, actually.
Fast has absolutely been the heart of the defense so far, as he has 3 saves, and on offense it looks like he's trying to be the heart of the team as he has a shot here, and it goes on net, and it is in. Solus Path will end up taking the first game of this winner's semifinal.
Fast with the overtime sealer. Fast also last tournament had one of the craziest highlights, a sealing reset to, I believe, tie them in the waning seconds of an elimination game, and he shows that he's still got ice in his veins.
Yeah, absolutely, and you don't like to call a player a carry, but man, he really did feel like the carry that game. 2 goals, 3 saves, and 3 shots. He was 2 for 3 on offense and did so much work to eliminate that Portuguese Bim Bam momentum on offense.
Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our cameras. Bear with us, but as long as you can still hear us, we are still going to give you excitement because our returning champs have just eked out a win in overtime, but their place is not secure yet. Portuguese Bim Bam has shown that they're here to play. They're here to capitalize on what the Solus Path is going to give them. So I'm excited for game 2 to see if Portuguese Bim Bam can get the same fast start that they're definitely going to need if Solus Path continues on this form.
I have to agree, and I'm really excited to see what game 2 provides to us, because these are 2 good teams, 2 fast teams, 2 of the more mechanical teams that we've seen tonight, honestly.
Definitely. Solus Path, you would choose them to meet a team like Zave or No Hesitation somewhere in a final, maybe a winner's final, maybe a loser's final, maybe the grand final. It's hard to say and too early to tell at this point, but it's obvious we have our power hitters. I mean, Captain Punts put a great fight up against No Hesitation for the Goliaths that we've built that team to be. For them to peel a game off of them and make it close in the other 2 games is no small feat.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we look at the journey that these teams went to get here, we see Solus Path had to go through DME Esports and Koku Defense Force, which they didn't struggle with at all. They are the returning champions after all. They have not lost a game today. In Portuguese Bim Bam, the same exact situation. I don't think they've lost a game today. No, they lost 1 game to the Blue Angels in the first round, but other than that, it has been a clean sweep for them.
Show you a little bit of highlights from previous tournaments while we get our camera situation ready and the teams get ready for game 2. But every week the competition gets a little bit hotter. There's another roster that shows up that you nod your head and you tip your hat to, and that team this week is definitely Captain Punts, although they are just a rebrand of Team Silence, but the substitution they have kind of sets them as a new organization in my mind. But you could say the same for No Hesitation, as they had Velocity when they were first making their runs in the first 2 weeks of this tournament, and they have subbed him out for, I don't have it in front of me and I'm blanking, Durtho. and they look good so far. But the game we have at hand, Soulless Path, they are trying to keep their momentum going. They have also had a substitution of Geoids. I think it was, I can't remember the other player on last week's winning roster, but anyways, they have shown that they can still compete and they still have the same mechanics and grit as they did last week to make their name for themselves.
Absolutely, and yeah, I'm a little bit newer to the modern bubble scene that we have right now, so it's great to have you here. Somebody who sounds like they know what they're talking about. And
I geek over these tournaments.
Oh, if you would have met me 2 years ago, you would have seen a entirely different person. I absolutely love the bubble scene. I worked in the bubble scene, and I'm trying to get back in it, and I'm happy Nameless Esports can give me that chance.
As am I. I'm grateful to be part of such a great organization, not only just to cast, but the music you hear in each of the intermissions and under some of the highlight packages, I believe, are my tracks that I've been working on. So it is very nice to have found a home for my talents in multiple facets.
Yeah, absolutely. The fans can't see it, but I can see it. I can see all the guitars in your background, and you can probably see all the guitars in mine.
Absolutely.
So there is no other better duo to be on the booth right now.
Sure, I feel right at home. Right at home. I wonder if we can get production to send this to a quick break, just while we get our cameras figured out. I wonder if oh no, here we go in the second game. As I open my mouth, the second game gets rolling. We are off, Mr. Wolf. How do you feel going into this game too?
I'm feeling pretty good for Portuguese right now. They've started off the offensive efforts pretty well, but now they're on the back foot right now. Pavix going to take this into the corner, trying to get it past Luca. Luca going to deny it, though. Rafa sending this to the midfield. What a bump by Fast. It looks like it was going to be a pass to the left wall, but the player was already rotating back.
Has a chance only as far as Luca. Luca will clear it to the sidewall for now. Is an easy shot for Fast to handle. Kind of playing a bit of boomer ball, kind of testing each other out. That last game was chaos, so now is each team's chance to set up a game plan and start conditioning the opponent and is what they might expect or what they've prepared for. Fast is going to come in, set this down. He's got a teammate downfield, and Geoids, that the defense prevails to knock that attack before it starts. Luca being the same problem as I've highlighted. He's always been for his opponents, just creating a little bit of chaos downfield, some demos. He's going to carry this one. Has Geoids down. Geoids, can he pop this down? Only as far as the crossbar.
Yeah, you talk about Luca. I've always been a huge fan of demos. As we talk about Luca, he goes for the double tap, but Sparta's going to be able to stop it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of demos. I think they're one of the most impressive mechanics in the game. That is right. Demos are most definitely a mechanic. As Fast, showing us a little bit of more defensive prowess. And if Soulless Path can just get those demos down, they will get some easy scoring opportunities.
I think you should say that again for the people in the back. Demos are a mechanic. It is not toxic. It is not a gold strategy. If you try to demo a supersonic legend in matchmaking, then get back to me and tell me it's not a strategy. It is very difficult, especially if you're trying to time it to not leave your team out to dry on defense. Ooh, Pavex gets a great chance there as I'm blabbering. Geoid sends it out. Fast has an open net. And that will be a fast counterattack for Soulless Path to find their first goal in this game.
Yeah, very important first goal for Soulless Path there. We saw them get off to a rocky start in game one, and it kind of snowballed a little bit until that 3-minute mark where they finally got that momentum back. Now they've got the momentum first, and it's going to work out perfectly for them, I think.
Paybacks. Send this down. Another demo in midfield. Luca getting a taste of his own medicine now. As Fast is going to try and get a pinch off this wall. And now he has a blocker downfield that he peels off as they didn't have the same faith in that attack as previous. Geoids catches a bump but stays with it on the wall. He's going to try and be a problem for the defense. And it looks like that attack just kind of fizzles out. Portuguese Bim Bam going to try and get something going on their half.
Yeah, absolutely here. And a good clear from Portuguese right there. But We just see Solace Path with his midfield control right now. You'll see it right here as Fast rotates back. Luca will go in front of him, but Pavic's going to be able to see it. They're playing around it now, but it just feels like Portuguese Bim Bam has had no boost this entire game. Just a very good off-ball game from Solace Path so far.
Yeah, a very important part of the game is the off-ball plays you make. Most of the time, demos are off-ball plays, and you don't get the same points and stats as you did in previous versions of Rocket League for demos, but their impact is still felt, especially if you're on the receiving end and you can never get set, and you always have to look behind you on an attack or a defense to make sure that nobody's streaking in. It's a very disruptive tactic for those who are the best to do it. Oh, Portuguese Bim Bam, see it go off the post, and they'll clean that one up to tie it up here with 1:14 remaining.
An absolutely great tie right there. And like you said, the off-ball plays, there was just those looming players in the goal box. And you can see nobody from Solace Path was right there. So there were nobody going for demos or anything. But just that presence is enough to cause a goal.
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes, just to cause a player to hesitate. As Fast sends that to a teammate, they do a little bit of give and go, but Geodes is having none of it. And Pavix will send that out as far as Luca. Luca's going to see it get off his hand. And we go back to a bit of back and forth play, a bit of swords clashing here in the midfield. Although most of the action, as you highlighted, is happening on the Portuguese Bim Bam side, as Solace Path seem to have a better idea of crowd control and pitch control. Ooh, Fast coming over top of a bunch of players in the air, and he sees it go right inside the right post for the lead was for Solace Path with 30 seconds remaining.
An absolutely beautiful bump from Geodes there to get him out of the way, and Rafa just too far back in the net. The odds are looking really good for Solace Path right there, as that may be a kickoff goal. It may look even better. There's a miss right there. Pavic's got kind of Goomba stomped, and Rafa's going to send this one down. We have some more pressure from Portuguese Bim Bam right now. Pavic's not going to be able to touch that one. Luca looking for the pass right here, taking it off the corner, taking it down the ceiling, but a great clear by Portuguese Bim Bam right here as they look to get some pressure going.
Nice touch there from Solace Path. They're not going to want to give Portuguese Bim Bam any chances as the time wanes down for their chances in the winner's bracket. Pavix is going to keep this up for now, but Geodes is just going to send it off to the side. Oh, Rafa with a good touch. It's not over yet. Luca now has to deal with it to send it down to the other side of the net. Wisely fakes the double tap, and that will be it. Solace Path taking this series in 2 games in the winner's semifinal, sending Portuguese Bim Bam down to the lower bracket. And although it was a 2-0 series, I am still confident that we have not seen the last of Portuguese Bim Bam.
No, it was very 2 close games. That was the big thing. And I think if Portuguese Bim Bam can kind of figure out the off-ball play a little bit more, it just seems like Solace Path had them completely outclassed in it. The first thing any Rocket League coach will try to coach you on, it is not mechanics or anything like that. It is your rotations and your off-ball plays, like demos, bumps, anything like that. And Solace Path just executed it almost perfectly.
Yes, it's a very good point, the rotations. You have to figure out as a team what your style is going to be. Do you want a man always back? Do you want to be the team that kind of is streaking in like we saw No Hesitation strategy? They don't really have a set defender. They kind of just trust their rotations when the momentum isn't in their favor to send someone back, but you have to decide that at the formation of your team and stay organized along that foundation. But on that note, we are going to send it to a quick break so we can get the next series started for you.
They're playing 2 on top of each other. They're too flustered. The anger and the well here.
Oh,
my
what a
Udab!
finish.
What a
Oh my
shot! Yes,
how you-
he is showing the pressure, and that is a backboard touch. I honestly thought he was on the wrong team and scored in his own.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4-4 for disaster. Oh.
Pretty
Don't tell
much
me.
as
Talisca!
Talisca goes another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the
L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh, no, they have 2 seconds left as
No, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his touch. Has Reeker waiting for it. Goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sif's now gonna struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sif. Is he free?